starting to boom.
To a certain extent, yes. I mean, Prince was still fairly young.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if this is like, 5, I don't feel so bad about it, But it's just it's the massive geniuses lost. I mean, we lost Prince, we lost David Bowie, and we lost Leonard Cohen, on top of like a bunch of other really cool people.
Yeah, I'm usually like, 90 or older. I'm not as pissed off at 2016. It's like you said, it's the David Bowie's, it's the Prince, because I'm like, if you're like 105, I'm like, yeah, well done, you know.
Yeah, and I know Leonard Cohen was in his 80s, and I know he's had a full life, but
oh yeah,
he's just one of those people, Janet and I saw Petula Clark when we were in London, and she's 82, and she's still amazing live, right? So you still think when you see something like that they're still, really going,
Didn't you say when you saw Leonard Cohen that he apologized for like only doing 3 hours or something?
Yeah, he played 3 hours and 20 minutes. He goes, I'm sorry that the set's normally a little longer, but I need to get some sleep. It's the only time it's the only time I saw an artist when he walked out on stage before he sang a note, the whole audience stood up, and there was like 5 minutes of like cheer. So yeah, that, Johnny Cash, and the Pogues are the 3 best concerts I've ever seen. So, but there's guys like Merle Haggard. You're like, okay, I understand why Merle Haggard died. I'm very sad. But look at the lifestyle he lived. I mean, there's stuff like that you get, but you're just like, right now the world needs Prince because we want to party and get funky, and the world needs David Bowie because we all want to go somewhere else. I think I'm going to boil too much down into but that's kind of how it is, And the other thing too is that these are all artists who sort of transcended popular culture. They're sort of these fixtures of what taste sort of and stuff is. Not that if you hate Leonard Cohen you're not tasteful or anything, I get it, but it's just sort of this bedrock, this awesomeness, and it's all going away, so
yes.
having said that,
but really, fuck 2016.
Yes,
pretty much.
Can I say it was the third worst entire life? I'm just saying.
Oh God.
So, yes, I'm just saying. 2002 wasn't particularly great, although 2016 was worse. 1994 was a nightmare, but this I think is still a little worse. But yeah.
Wow.
But fuck 2016. I mean, it's just, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
We were all so cheerful when this started.
Yeah. There was hope. There was.
Yeah.
We were all foolish back then, really, is what it boils down to.
Yeah. So,
but there was Sing Street. But there was Sing Street and Deadpool.
Yes. I did love Street quite a lot. And I like Deadpool a lot. Oh, Widge?
Yeah.
You have to take Cosette to see La La Land.
Say again?
You have to take your wife to go see La La Land.
Okay.
Yeah, if she like, or if like loves like musicals and like the big old Hollywood thing and like the sort of costume and the stuff in it, there's lots of different little. She'll love it. I think she hates it. That's not suggested it, but
hey, hey, Rob, do you have free long distance?
Yes.
Can I give you the number? You're cutting out on the digital side, so let's try.
Is this better? I just shouldn't turn my head.
Oh no! I think it's well. It probably should to look when you cross the street. But
No. I mean, I've been doing something else while I'm on the phone, so I haven't been talking directly into the microphone.
That's a little better. No, it was actually like data drop. It wasn't your voice.
We'll see how it goes because I'm going to go in like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And if it sucks, and I'll call back in a little bit. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you need the number or do you have it?
Just text it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would need your text.
What now?
Oh, I'm just saying I don't know that I have your text number either.
Oh,
Your phone
okay.
number.
Oh,
Anyway, La La Land.
It's really, really good. It's just really solid. It is, it's just nice, and this ties into the fact that we've had a shit year. It's just to go to a movie and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's got jazz, it's got Hollywood, it's got musicals. It's pretty great. I don't know if it's the best film of the year or anything like that because I'm not even thinking that far out yet. But yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh, I do have your phone number.
Yes. Say, John, that
What?
I know you're a big fan of It's a Wonderful Life. But the Death Star would have ran much more efficiently if Mr. Potter was in charge. I'm just
Oh, you haven't seen Rogue One yet, have you?
tomorrow night.
Okay.
I don't know whether to be excited or not.
If you're a Trump supporter, you're not supposed to go see the movie. So go see the movie 4 or 5 times.
What? What? Why? What?
Okay. This confused me this morning as well. So there's been an embargo on the reviews for Rogue One until today. For whatever reason, which sort of concerned me, except the reviews came out and they seem like it's fantastic. But apparently one of Trump's, media specialists claims, and I guess in some way it's true because in this post-truth world we live in, it's sort of true. But he claims that they went back and the reshoots were to go in and put anti-Trump messages into the film.
What?
To which I'm saying I don't think that they had that much time, and that they had that much. The film was done months ago. You have since had the election, and he came in, right? So it's not like that was something they went back and all of a sudden in the last 3 or 4 weeks, whatever it's been, seems like an eternity at this point. But that they somehow went back and changed. I would love it if Darth came out to it's coming out saying it'll be huge, Darth Vader. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge Death Star.
Yeah.
But I can't see that being the case. Now, not that I would ever necessarily defend any of these wackadoos, but the directors did come out and say that it is the message that's inside of the film is sort of anti-Trump in a sense that defeating evil and blah blah blah. But that could be said of anything, really. I mean, it's sort of like just a But anyway, they've taken that and they said don't go see it. There's actually a hashtag that's been started with dump Star Wars, I think is what it is. Hashtag dump Star Wars. And they're literally how I found out about it is I was on Flickster and I was looking at the reviews and there still weren't any. And of course I found some interesting things that the movie hasn't come out and people were already rating it a 0 or 1 star or whatever, or half star. And I'm like, you haven't seen the film.
Exactly.
And then I started looking at it and it's all these people who are saying, it's anti-Trump, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the hell are we talking about here?
Well, episode 1 could be anti-Trump because
the whole thing.
I know. The electric companies probably anti-Trump.
I just think it's funny. The same people that claim people are too sensitive are the people that are too sensitive. So thou protest. Right now it's at 84%, by the way, on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well,
certified fresh now. I guess I've got enough reviews in to
Great.
certify it.
Don't go. Don't go. Better seats for me.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe this was a conspiracy by people who just didn't want to have to see the film sitting next to a Trump supporter.
Okay, so that is brilliant. So of course Disney's in this position now where they have to say it isn't an anti-Trump message because
Wink, wink.
let's look, assuming that all those votes weren't from Russia, roughly half of the country, or 45% or 44% or whatever the percentage is right now, voted for him. So you don't want to alienate those people because you need to make your money back. So you're in a weird position of being, this entity that doesn't want to, that obviously probably thinks that they're crazy, but on the other hand, also doesn't want them to think that they can't go to the film. So here's one review. Here's a half-star review. I'll read the first part of it because it gets really bad. Star Wars has become nothing more than a political background, and Rogue One took it up a notch by illustrating a band of minorities fighting an empire of white men. I mean, they put the damn Muslim Pakistani dude into the movie. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm thinking you don't want those people to see your movie because, first of all, the people that are going to see Star Wars, they're going to see it regardless. The Star Wars fan who is somehow also a Trump supporter is just going to tell everybody, "Oh yeah, ban Star Wars, that's awful," and then sneak off to see a 2 p.m. showing. So
this person says, "I'm not interested, just don't want to see it. Neither do my teenage boys. Sad, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I think that this is too much." What?
You're an idiot.
And okay, 1 star. Anti-white propaganda and promotion of a strong woman leader, all rolled up nicely into a Star Wars film. Don't see this if you like Star Wars at all. What? Princess Leia was a strong female character, right? I mean, I'm not hallucinating there, right?
You probably are, but not about that.
I don't know what's going on with this world.
It's that basically the idiots have no reason not to let their freak flag fly at this point. So, I mean, because regardless of whatever your political inclinations, you're just going off of the trailer. You're going off of what somebody said about the film. That's ridiculous.
There's another one. Disgusting and proof that there is a reason why Donald won. That's a half star. I'm like, hey, did you see the film? It's not out yet. These are user reviews. They aren't even.
See, that's why. First of all, there's a reason why Rotten Tomatoes killed the comments on critic reviews. Because people, for the most part, are dumb. And it's like with Amazon, and maybe they've fixed this, but all these people coming out and saying shit about like a DVD before the DVD's out.
Right. And I get some of it when it's, like, oh, they aren't including such and such or whatever. Okay. They aren't including it. Great. But you can't say, what was the one that happened with, there's a really famous one that people were bashing the Blu-ray before it came out. Was it Avengers?
I don't remember anything for Avengers, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Oh, anyway. Yeah, but you're right. People, I don't know. They're I mean, if you saw the movie, one thing, okay, you write an honest review about the movie, but man, I don't know what's going on anymore, Widge. Can we just reset 2000? Can we start over? I will even take. I will relive the deaths if we can fix the last several months.
Yeah. I wish it were only that simple.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, and the other thing I don't get is the people who are so entrenched in what they think that they can't see anything else. Like, you know, not to go completely down to political street, but
Right.
as we record this, you know, the CIA has said that there was Russian involvement of some kind, and
Right.
the FBI has said,
Well, what do
they
they
don't
know?
buy it.
Right.
Well,
What do they
first
know?
of all, they're domestic, and second of all, aren't they the organization that was trying to destabilize the election to begin with? And by that I mean, to be clear,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the FBI, not Russia.
Right. I get you. I get you. Well, I mean,
And I'm
the
a
FBI
conservative
right
saying
now.
that.
What's that again?
And I'm a conservative saying this.
And I am too.
Yep.
And you and I think we pretty much have the same political beliefs, and
Right. Lizard
socially
people.
do whatever the hell you want to do,
Yep.
but don't bring it to me. And then, but also, spend your money wisely, people. So the funny part is that and we are going down this political path, but whatever, it's what's happening.
Yeah, whatever. And well, it's affecting pop culture because they decided to attack Star Wars
for whatever reason.
We didn't start this war.
I didn't read this one, but one of the guys was claiming that episodes 2 and 3 were great, and I'm like, okay, well,
okay, you've already. I'm sorry,
you've lost me.
Yeah, you're gone.
But I guess because men were in charge at that time, right? Is that what that is?
I guess
there was mostly male. Of course, then again, look at the what's her name, Natalie Portman's character. It's Natalie Portman, right?
Yeah,
it's Princess Amidala. Okay. Where was I going with this? Yeah, the same people, but what I don't get is the same people that were saying that the system's rigged and we need to check out all these machines, and they're going to vote for, it's going to cause votes for the other side, are the same people that are going, nah, that's not really, I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are insane. You're just trying to
but see, it's
trump stuff up.
Yeah, no, but see, that's the thing, is there's two things that people, especially politicians, have forgotten. The first thing is the law of unintended consequences, which is why I don't like government to do anything it doesn't absolutely have to, because the governments are usually good at blowing shit up, and that's about it. That's about all you can say that they're really good at. And I urge anyone who doesn't, know about the law of unintended consequences to look at prohibition. I did not know that beer was not supposed to be part of prohibition, but it was left open to interpretation. Oh, no one will ever interpret it that way. And
yeah, exactly.
So,
right.
Yeah. The other thing that people don't get is they have, and politicians are the worst at this, and I guess maybe people are following their lead, is don't put anything in place when you're in power that you don't want used against you when you're no longer in power. And so it's that thing of, oh, well, it's different when we do it. Oh, but it's shit when you do it. It's like, no, that's not exactly how it works. But then again, the leader of the movement is saying that's how it works. So,
oh, I don't know what to do, Witch.
Well, I'm drinking a Harveston Ola Dub. I think that's what it's called. OLA space DUBH. It is an ale matured in 18-year special reserve whiskey casks from Highland Park.
I am drinking a Guinness Nitro IPA, which was on BOGO a couple of weeks ago at Publix. So
Yeah.
hey, it's Guinness. It tastes good. It's IPA. I like IPAs.
Yep. Well, I don't, but I'm glad someone does.
Well, somebody has to take the excess hops out of your beer.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Don't want them to go to waste, really, is what we're.
No. I mean, I don't want to waste much of anything. So rock on with your bad self. I just would like it if there was a representation of non-hoppy beers, because I don't know how it is down there, but when I go into a restaurant, it's like, Jesus Christ, 80% of these are hoppy out the ass. I'm like, I don't want that. Can I not have that?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Widge. I don't want hoppy out the ass either.
And by that, you mean the 1940s animated cartoon character Hoppy.
And the porn version, hoppy out the ass.
Warning.
But hey, Widge, the Golden Globes were announced. Nominees, at least, were announced.
Were they? I didn't even know.
Yeah. You got your La La Land, which is actually nominated for Best Motion Picture Comedy. It's got to be comedy musical thing. It's got to be comedy musical, right?
Right.
Actually, it might be just straight up Best Picture.
Okay, full list of nominees.
And thank God for Google. I don't know if you search Google, but I tried looking at the, I think it was the Wall Street Journal earlier, and then it wanted my email address and everything else. And then I came back now and I typed it in, and Google had a nice list right at the top. And if you click on something, it brings up all the information on that particular topic. But anyway, as I was telling Rob, the nominee that's listed, at least on this little list I'm looking at right here, below La La Land is Sing Street. Have you seen Sing Street yet?
No.
Do you have Netflix?
Yeah.
All right, go watch it. I'll wait.
What is it?
It's an Irish film. So I think Aaron might be in it because there's like only 12 people that live in Ireland. So
I know.
And I think there's more than 12 people in the
Good
film.
for him. Well, I think maybe they doubled up on the roles.
So it was actually shot in Dublin.
I could see a picture now of the cast, and Aaron is in there twice, once dressed as a woman.
Yeah, it's a really sweet tale. It takes place in like 84, I think. And basically Ireland was going through, not that it's gotten much better over there, but I think it's gotten somewhat better. It was going through their economic crisis and basically a depression and nobody could find jobs and things like that. So that's sort of the backdrop for it. And then there's this teenage kid who, long story short, he starts a band to get a girl. And but the music in it is, all the really good various bits of music, but from the 80s, like The Cure and even Duran Duran and yada yada yada. And what's brilliant about it is the original music, and I guess it's by the same guy who did Once.
Okay, yeah,
and I think that's correct. I might be mistaken. But the original music that's in it, that the band that the kids play, is so freaking good. It's so very 80s. It's very very homage-y, if you will. And and the story is just really sweet. It's just really nice, and it was just such a very well done and fun movie to watch. And it's an hour and it's an hour and 46 minutes, not terribly long, and it's just really, really good. I don't know. I mean, John Carney. Let's see, what did John Carney do? I think that is the right guy. Yeah, he's known for Once and Begin Again, and I guess On the Edge. But yeah, Once. Basically, the last two films he's done revolve around music of some sort.
Wow.
Hmm.
I have hardly seen anything that is up. I'm very behind.
But anyway, well, check out, take time and check it out. Watch it with Cosette. It's really, really sweet. And yeah, and funny. It's got some funny parts. It's just very cute, and I hate to use the word cute because it's actually really well done and really, especially the music. But yeah, I mean, I watched it last night and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, for a second I thought you guys were saying Sing, and I was like, really?
No, God. Here's the deal with that. By the way, it is nominated for a Golden Globe as well.
What, best animated?
Yeah, I think so.
Or original song?
I don't think any of the songs in there are original.
Yeah.
I don't have. I gotta get one that actually. Even though I like this thing that Google did, it's not laid out in a way that makes it really easy to read.
Now I'm looking now. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's up for best animated.
Yeah, I guess it came out in Europe just shortly ago, but as much as I've seen advertisements for it, because freaking go to an AMC, it's all over the place at an AMC.
Right.
And it's been that way since, I want to say, July of this year. It better be good. I'm not going to see it, but it better be good because they have spent a boatload on marketing the thing.
Well, it just looks like every other movie of that ilk, but with animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got like all of those stories in it, and animals. That's it. And I'm like, okay, none of this looks, very compelling.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, so is that what we're doing now? In addition to doing live action versions of animated films, we're doing animated kind of versions of live action films. I mean, I guess. I mean, rock on with your bad self, I suppose.
Let's see, view all. Yeah, so Sing Street and La La Land, which is unfortunate because they're probably gonna beat you. I do want to see La La Land. Oh, did you see the reviews have started coming in too for the Will Smith film?
Oh, Collateral Beauty?
Yeah, and it's at 18% last I looked.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yeah. Yep, still at 18%.
Oh.
Yeah, they say it's extremely heavy-handed. There's all these actors are being basically wasted on a story that's just, I guess not that good, which I suspected because it just looks like bait, right? I mean, it just looks like Oscar bait.
Yeah.
So Hacksaw Ridge has been nominated for Best Motion Picture. I can see that. It's unfortunate that, again, it's directed by who it's directed by, but it was a really good film. Amy Adams, Arrival, nominee for Best Picture. Best Performance of an Actress.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I want to see it too. I hear nothing but good things about it, and I also understand that you're the less informed you go in, the better you are. So,
okay,
about what it's about, why even on the Golden Globe site can I not find a freaking list?
Hollywood Reporter's got a list.
Okay. Well,
what are you looking for?
Why don't you go through those? I don't know.
Okay. Let's see.
Just you and me sitting around, Widge.
Yeah. Me and my Special 18 Reserve Harveston Ola Doob. Again, I don't think it's actually pronounced Doob.
It's Doobie.
Well,
it's a brother. It's got a brother.
No. Server no. Best Motion Picture Drama, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, which I do want to see that. That's the one with Jeff Bridges and Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The robbery one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what to make of that, but I like the cast.
Yeah, and
My-
I've heard nothing but good things about it, but I don't know anybody who actually. I mean, I've heard it from just culture in general, but I don't know anybody who's actually seen it.
Well, it's in this
nominated.
day and age, it does sort of smack of the rental, not for quality of the film, but just do I need to see this on the big screen?
Right.
Maybe not.
When I've got a big screen at home, I got
Yeah,
a big enough screen at home, right?
yeah. I was actually at a friend's house earlier in the week because he hadn't seen The Great Escape, and so Bailey and I conspired to make sure he saw The Great Escape, which I hadn't seen in a while, and it's awesome. I mean, that is known, but it's just awesome to see it again and be reminded of its awesomeness. I swear to God, the guy's got like a projection screen and everything that is maybe a fifth of the size of a.
Oh my God! Hold on a second.
What?
Damn autoplay.
What?
Where's it at? Oh,
I'm not hearing anything.
You aren't hearing it. The audience did, and so did I.
Oh.
Yeah, it was playing on the main one, so you wouldn't have heard it. But
okay.
Yeah. So that's nice. That's nice. Billboard magazine. Thanks for the autoplay.
Oh, I hate autoplay.
And not even. It's one thing for autoplay. It's another thing to actually turn on the volume. Turn on the music. Okay, let your little picture play or whatever. But at least don't make the audio come out. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Lion, which stars Dev Patel, and I have no idea what that is. Manchester by the Sea. Again, I don't know.
It's a man named Chester, and he lives near an ocean.
By the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That's the one that has Ben Affleck's younger brother, Casey.
Oh, okay.
And apparently it's really good, but I have no idea what the hell it's about.
And Moonlight.
Again, have no idea what that is.
Oh, it's got Mahershala Ali in it.
I wish I knew who that was.
You've seen Luke Cage, right?
Yes.
Cottonmouth.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Oh, and apparently Naomi Harris is in it too. She's fantastic. And John, for your benefit, Moneypenny in the new Bond series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah. Let's see. So that's Best Motion Picture Drama, and gratefully, the Golden Globes do split it up into basically drama and comedy, because otherwise, how in the hell could Deadpool get up for Best Motion Picture?
Right, and it is, right?
Yes. It's up along with 20th Century Women, which is Annette Bening. I don't... See, this is what's odd, okay? While I have not been able to see as many films this year as I would normally want to, I do still try to keep up with what's going on, and I am constantly going to IMDb and like Apple trailers and watching pretty much all the new trailers, especially if they have some of the actors that I've been listing in them. And I'm like, how did I miss this shit? How am I sitting here going, I have no idea what this is about? That is really weird. Unless I've just been having more blackouts than usual. Florence Foster Jenkins, which is Hugh Grant and Meryl Streep. No idea.
That's the one. That's the World War II lady who, takes place in World War II, where she's a singer and she can't really sing, but everyone loves her anyway, type thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then La La Land and Sing Street.
Mm-hmm.
See, and the only problem is, the Hollywood Reporter list is nice, but when you click on it, it takes you to a page with the latest story about that film, which may or may not be of any use. Like, for example, the second one on this page says Meryl Streep, Asian stars, open Tokyo Film Festival. So there's actually no information about the film itself. So best performance by an actor drama, you got Casey Affleck, like you're saying. Joel Edgerton in Loving, which looks like it could be amazing with Ruth Negga. Was it Rob who said he had seen that?
Yeah, I think he did.
Okay. You've got Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge, who is apparently having a hell of a year between this and Silence, which I don't think that comes out until next year. I don't think they're going to try to cram it into this year, but that looks intense. Basically, it's about in the 16th, 17th century, these two Portuguese priests go to Japan to find their mentor, who apparently recanted his belief in Christianity under torture, and they can't believe that he did it. And the Adam Driver is the other young priest, and Liam Neeson is the mentor. And it's apparently a film Scorsese's been trying to make for like 25 years or something.
Oh, it's a Scorsese film on top of that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so they're going to Japan, and Japan at that point was incredibly, let's just say, not welcoming to Christianity.
Yeah, it wasn't for a very, 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 very long time. Yes.
Yep. So anyway, Garfield's in that too.
I still think for the most part they're atheists in Japan, if not agnostic. So.
Yeah, well, there's I know there's Buddhism there and Shinto is there, but I don't know how many, what percentage of the population is what.
Yeah.
Captain Fantastic, which I have not seen, stars fucking Vigo. And Fences with Denzel Washington. Now, you've seen the trailer for that, right?
I have not.
It's based on the play. It's Denzel Washington and Viola Davis, and it looks just absolutely intense. A different kind of intense than, say, Silence, but still just that family drama intense with Denzel Washington doing drama intense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He is in intense drama mode. So
I think Vigo is fantastic.
Which is hilarious because he is Captain Fantastic, or at least in the film. Like you said, for Best Performance by an Actress, Drama, Amy Adams at Arrival, Jessica Chastain for Miss Sloane, Ruth Negga for Loving, like you said, Natalie Portman for Jackie, which is Rob had talked to us about, and Isabel Huppert, I guess is her name, for Elle, which, again, there's no information about the film when I click on it from Hollywood Reporter.
Hey, Tuffley's here.
Is it? Is it Tuffley?
Well, we can't hear.
He doesn't appear to be.
I can see him. I know he's talking.
Should he try to communicate via semaphore?
Well, he could just type everything up, and then we'll just read it.
Oh God.
That should aid the comedic timing.
Well, something needs to.
He's still looking around. What else we got?
Okay. Let's see. Best performance by an actor. Colin Farrell for The Lobster.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
That's loud. Rob. Rob, can you hear us?
Rob,
can you hear me? Hold on. Rob. Oh, he hung up.
Damn it! Damn the
suppression.
suppression.
I can try calling him back.
I got it.
Oh, he came in the other way.
Oh, hey.
Hey now.
He came in through the other door.
It's better than coming through the bathroom window.
Tuffley's here, but he can't talk.
Why?
I don't know.
We don't know.
He's got issues. He refuses to. I saw him try to mute and unmute, and it doesn't seem to work. He refuses to talk until Trump sees Rogue One.
Oh, we'll be here fucking day then.
The funny part is secretly Trump right now is going to see Rogue One on his own.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, well, it's culture. Why would he?
So yeah, we were just talking about what was that? Holy shit!
We're Rob. We're running down the Golden Globes right now,
Okay.
and then we're going to back up over him again.
And then we're going to be running down a dream.
No, I'm sorry.
So let's see. Where were we? Oh yeah. Best actor, motion picture, musical comedy. Ryan Gosling for La La Land. Hugh Grant for Florence Foster Jenkins. Jonah Hill for War Dogs. And Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool.
Huh.
I heard somewhere that Ryan Reynolds actually did win the Critics Award for that. It might have been an Entertainment Weekly one, though.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Tuffley's rebooting.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ryan Reynolds. It's the only, of course, you're right. That's the only place. The Golden Globes is the only place where that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh well.
No matter how awesome Deadpool was, and how rewatchable it is. Hey, Tuffley's back.
Dun dun dun.
Am I actually here?
Hey,
No,
there
you're
he
not.
is.
No, you're not.
There
I'm
he is.
not. Okay.
No, you're not.
It's good,
Don't
to,
ask how we're able to respond to you.
it's good to know that I'm not actually here. That's good. That'll make me calling into work tomorrow much easier. You really wasn't there. So hi.
Hi.
He is the River Phoenix of this podcast.
I don't know.
Sorry, Joaquin Phoenix. Got the wrong Phoenix.
I don't know. I think it's more of a
He's
David
never there.
Byrne.
He's not even there. What?
I think it's more David Byrne.
Oh.
Am I here? Am I not here?
Oh.
This is not my beautiful job.
No, it's never been my beautiful job.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
By the way, you guys were talking about The Arrival earlier. Kim really liked that film.
God, I really want to see it.
Isn't it? It's great.
It took me a minute. As much Doctor Who as I've watched, it took me a minute.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So, but it's best not to try and learn anything about it before seeing it, right?
No.
Yes.
Wait, you both of you answered differently.
No, you don't want to know anything about it going in.
You don't want to know anything about the plot. Yeah.
Okay.
And don't
Other than aliens arrive, right? That's about the extent of what
sort
I know
of.
so far.
Yeah.
Although,
Okay.
circling back to an earlier theme, the whole business with the aliens would have been a lot quicker if they just would have Potter from Wonderful Life handle it. I'm just saying.
Yes. Yes, but you were cutting out again.
No, sorry.
Mr. Potter.
Yes.
And handling the alien invasion.
Yes.
Once again, destroying. Well, don't we have Mr. Potter? It's going to make it political again. Don't we have Mr. Potter in the president now? Isn't he going to be our president?
Yeah.
Trying to
John.
drive this home, aren't you?
John, really trying to like A Wonderful Life just for you, but I'm trying.
Well, America is Bailey in this case. Why do I want to say Michael Bailey? I don't think they're Michael Bailey. It's not Ben Bailey. It's not even that. It's what the hell is his name? Oh my God!
It's not Philip.
It's not Philip Bailey.
It's not Beetle
It's
He's an
Bailey.
easy lover.
Someone's been having Irish Baileys.
I have been drinking Guinness.
Nice.
And IPAs nonetheless. So,
Nice.
okay, what else we got?
All right, hang on. Let me get back to the list here. Best performance by an actress, musical comedy, Annette Bening for 20th Century Women. Lily Collins for Rules Don't Apply. No idea what that is. Again, if I click, it won't tell me.
That's the Warren Beatty movie.
Oh, yeah.
That one, yeah.
That's the Warren Beatty Howard Hughes flick, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Haley Steinfeld for The Edge of 17.
She was really good in it. The film was okay. I mean, it wasn't fantastic. It was very John Hughes-esque. But she was really good in it. She was pretty brilliant in it.
Emma Stone for La La Land, and Meryl Streep for Florence Foster Jenkins.
Wow.
That was just the Meryl Streep nomination.
Yeah.
It was just mandatory. She did a film.
Because really, why that movie?
Well, it's nominated also for Best Musical and Comedy.
Yeah, but still, why that movie? It's not particularly good.
But it's not particularly awful either.
No, it's not.
But it's got all the quintessential things that old fuddy-duddies like in a Hollywood movie. Like when we went to go see it at the theater, again, the average age of the patron was deceased. So.
But it doesn't. You don't have to nominate Meryl Streep in every film she's in, regardless of the quality of it.
No, but she's good in it. But there's probably just
but-
not. I mean, there's not really much else. I think it's more of a scarcity of category quality than it is anything else.
And let's see.
Actually, Widge asked a question earlier. Rob, did you see Loving? Were you the one who saw Loving?
Yes, I saw Loving. It's very, very good.
Okay.
I would nominate either of those in this category, but it's not a comedy or musical.
I think it was nominated. Was it nominated for Best Picture, or was it just the actress?
I think it was the actor and the actress, Joel Edgerton and Ruth Negga.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both great.
Though I can't get past her being on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so.
No, but that's all right.
Or Preacher.
That is true, too. I didn't even think about that until just now.
She was good on Preacher, though. I liked.
She was good.
I liked her tulip on Preacher. One of the few things I liked on Preacher, but she was good.
Yeah, I wish that they had given her as much to do as the pilot made it out that she was going to have to do.
Yeah. Well, I wish they'd given everyone as much to do as the pilot let out that they were going to do. Like, make the first season important.
Hey, tough. Please don't hold back.
No problem. I can do that. Oh, we haven't gotten to the Grammys yet, Rob.
No, sadly, I'll have to go before the Grammys, so don't get me started.
Yeah.
Were the Grammy nominations announced too?
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
See,
since we know Rob has to leave, why don't we jump over there?
No. I just generally know that I'm not going to like anything. So.
Okay. Well, let's see. Album of the year. Let's see. So, okay, album of the year for the Grammys.
Where shall I start?
It should be a two-horse race. You're going to tell me that.
Here's the thing. I think it's probably going to be between Adele and Beyonce. And if you look at all the nominees, I mean, there are reasons. These are the standard Grammy tropes. Adele's there because she sold a shit ton of records. 25's okay, but it's not. She's the at least 19 was better, I think. 21 was better. So I don't 25 kind of felt safe, but it sold a shit ton of records, so that's why it's there. It wasn't eligible last year, so that's because it was out. Thanksgiving of last year?
Yeah, they do that weird. Okay.
Yeah, it was outside of eligibility for last year, so that's why Adele's here this year. Frank Ocean took himself out.
That's good because
Or
they should.
well, Blonde was a good record though, I thought. Thank you. But so Frank Ocean took himself out, so he wasn't available. Beyonce, Lemonade's at least focused, and I think they're going to give her points for that. So, and she sold a shit ton of records. I have no idea why Drake's there, but apparently shit ton of records. So I looked that up.
To be fair, Toughly, everywhere I went in the UK, I heard that fucking record.
What, the Drake record?
Yeah.
Well, Hot Light and Bling. That's the only one I heard.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know it was Drake.
Yeah, it was Drake.
I like that Beyonce's being nominated for being focused.
Well, she usually puts out. Well, it's not that she puts out bad records. It's just it looks like Lemonade is more of a complete sort of concept work for her, and the Grammys like to award people who do not necessarily substance-filled music, and suddenly they do a substance record, and then they get nominated.
That's what you're saying.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
too makes sense, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm too emotionally involved in this category to,
Sturgill Simpson. I'm surprised as hell. Sturgill Simpson is there.
Fucking hate that guy.
I like him though.
Don't hold back, Rob.
No, it's just that whole brand of like boring. I have a good singer-songwriter shit is just getting old.
But I really did like the Sturgill Simpson record, so I'm kind of okay with that being there. Yeah. The one that sort of sticks out, let's see. Let me see if I can figure out. Bieber. Why the fuck is Justin Bieber nominated in this category and David Bowie isn't?
Wow.
See now
how is that fucking possible?
Toughly.
Wow.
I'm trying to remain calm.
No, let it go, Rob. Let it go.
Toughly will have none of your calmness.
I can't. That's the thing. It's a thing that is so fucked up and wrong that I just can't think of anything to say.
Just how is Bieber there?
The fact that it merely exists.
How is Bieber there and Bowie isn't? How is that possible?
Because the Grammys made a decision in the late 80s about what's popular instead of what's. There were a couple hiccups in between. Like the year they gave the album the year to the Arcade Fire.
Yeah. Yeah, but Bieber hired Skrillex. Don't give him an award. He hired Skrillex as a producer on an album. Don't make that a reason to give him a Best Album award. It doesn't make any sense. But that's not the only place I have an issue with.
Yeah.
I mean, Record of the Year, Song of the Year is probably going to go to Adele because shit ton of records. And of those songs that are nominated, Hello is the one that I know the best. The one I've heard the most.
I don't know how you couldn't know it.
Yeah, exactly. The one I've heard the most. I have a little trouble identifying the other nominees. And if I have problems with that, then, you have to go with the one that you know or you are more familiar with, because that's kind of what the category rests on. So Adele's probably going to take Song and Record of the Year. Probably Beyonce is going to get Album, because even though everybody talked about Formation, a lot of more people talked about the record, and she's due. So I think Beyonce is going to Lemonade's going to take Album. Adele's going to get the single awards because the Adele record wasn't exactly consistent, but Hello is the one that kind of caused it to sell a shit ton of records. So
who else is due?
Now, Hello is the cover of the Lionel Richie tune, right?
Yes.
No. Jesus, just keep piling on, John. Do you know who else is due?
Who?
David
fucking
Bowie.
Bowie is due.
David fucking Bowie's here.
It's David fucking. Come on, Jesus fucking Christ! What the hell?
Listen, David, David Bowie would win that category if you're in it. Unfortunately,
I mean, It's
the
like
Grammys didn't see it that way.
It's like giving Bob Geldof the Nobel Prize for shitting all over a record and calling it "Do They Know It's Christmas?" I mean, really? Come for fuck's sake!
But no, Rob, what are your inner feelings on this, though?
Okay, I'm just gonna say, all right.
And why is it in Best Alternative?
Hold on. Toughly, Widge, and I have distinctively different musical tastes. Okay, none of which would be defined by the true American as normal. However, I think we can all safely say that that record by David Bowie is not, and this is not being okay. The guy didn't die. Outside, taken as what it is a towering achievement in musical creation, production, and execution, which is a reward at the Grammys. You're supposed to reward an album for innovation and sort of forwarding the movement of popular music, right? Explain to me, because I can understand the points of the other ones, how the Justin fucking Bieber record does absolutely anything but promote date rape and really crappy chewing gum. Explain this to me, because I don't fucking get it.
You saw who was just recently
unless some record executive unless some record executive wanted to date rape this guy as a kid or something. I don't fucking know, right? But
it's a soundtrack of Donald Trump's life.
I don't care about that right now. I just want to say David fucking. Come on, it's David fucking Bowie here. Come on, this shouldn't even. This is yet just. Oh Jesus.
So the rock category. So the best rock album category. Well, rock performance. Let's go back to rock performance for a second, because that's the one that I find really confusing. So you've got Beyonce and Jack White. You've got Bowie. You've got Alabama Shakes for a record that was actually in this category last year.
I fucking hate them. Yes. Yes.
I like them too. I'm sorry.
I do as well, Toughly. That's okay.
Alabama Shakes for a TV performance. Disturbed for a TV performance.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Rob, it gets better because Disturbed got nominated for the Simon and Garfunkel cover.
Yeah, silence.
Okay.
Oh God,
Oh,
Toughly, quit torturing him.
You know, if you really want to get me something for Christmas, all I want is just to be able to punch Jack White. I don't know why, but I just do.
And here's the thing.
After the White Stripes, it all went to hell.
Here's the thing. I'm okay with the Beyonce track being in that category. That's
I am
fine.
too. Yeah.
That's okay. Because it's actually it's a decent song. I'll concede that. You can be mad.
No, I totally get that. I just
It's just his default stance, though, Toughly.
No, I get it. I totally get the Beyonce thing. I'm totally fine with it. It's the other thing.
I think the way that it's also interesting that non-physical release things were actually eligible this time, which I believe is a first, which is how you get the Alabama Shakes thing from Austin City Limits and the Disturbed performance from Conan, which wasn't neither of which were actually physically released originally.
Yeah. Now,
first of all,
the only
I think
thing,
when you look at
I'm even fine with the Alabama Shakes thing. It's just the Disturbed thing.
Yeah. I think, and then you get to the rock album category, which is a little odd too. And then you start to look at the rock category as a whole, and you start going, okay, where's Savages? Where's Car Seat Headrest? Where's, I could name like 7 other bands that could be in this category. And
where's Nick Cave?
Nick Cave.
Where's PJ Harvey?
PJ Harvey. PJ Harvey's actually in alternative with David Bowie and Iggy Pop. Iggy Pop should be in the rock category because if you have Bowie and the Bowie album and the Iggy album in alternative, you're going to cancel the vote for both of them.
but neither one's going to win.
But neither one's going to win. And then inexplicably 21 Pilots. The fuck.
Okay.
Hey, my daughter likes them.
I'm sorry.
My daughter's 16, so I mean,
Yeah.
This gives me an idea.
But I think the thing with this, there are just so many worthy actual rock bands that could have been nominated in this category, and particularly Savages. Particularly the Savage record. I don't know what the deal is with ignoring the Savages record.
Well, they don't play, they don't rules, which is one. But I get it.
Yeah.
Just do not discuss the Kiplinger and the Blink 182, and we're good.
No, that's just not even worth it. Slow hanging fruit. Why?
Well, John, in case you missed, Kiplinger is nominated in the Best Classical Album category.
wait, what?
Yes.
Wow.
As in Mozart, or
Yes.
as in
Yes.
What?
Yes.
For what?
Some records. I'm actually going to listen to it because I don't know. I'm curious now.
Oh, now I gotta find it.
It's the string quartet version of 17.
I've got work to do. Hold on.
All right. Toughly, tomorrow I'm going to go online and try to find out how we can apply for seat-filled Grammys. Oh, just think of that.
But yeah, it's the Grammys are just not.
I know. Don't get me started. Just.
But yeah, I think I as far as the main categories, I think Adele's going to take record and song of the year.
I'm fine. I mean,
Yeah.
for what she does, I think was it Widge I talked to about Adele this year? I don't remember. But
I
what
think
she
so,
does-
because I think I'd mentioned to you that I had been listening through it and I just could not tell the songs apart after a while.
No, you can't. But it's really good. I mean,
25 feels a bit safe. I
for
think
what she does.
it's
when you buy-
in her safety comfort zone. I think 21 and 19 are better reflections of her range as an artist and what she can do. I think
When you
25
buy-
25 feels a bit safe.
It does. But when you go to the store and you see an Adele record, what you expect is what you get. But got a great voice. If they're smart, if the people that make the Grammys are smart and they can write later because they like to mix people do performances and crap like that at the Grammys to make them all special, you make Adele do something with Aretha Franklin. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Because people, but nobody will listen to me because I don't run the Grammys.
I mean,
Right.
I'm just sitting here thinking rock records. ELO released something. ELO, the band you had on your show last year. They had a record
Yeah.
out. You could have nominated that. Go ahead, John.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know.
So I have the pre-ordered the debut classical album from Kip Winger. Hold on, let me see. I got this thing here.
So his contribution to this is that he shaves, right?
What's that?
His contribution to this is that he shaves, right?
So,
That
but
was
then,
a little 60-minute promo.
But see, here's
Second, brother.
the classical music category. Yes, the world is so bad that we're talking about the classical music category. My thing about it, if you're going to nominate the Kip Winger record, why aren't you doing the Pete record, which was amazing? I don't know if you guys have heard that. So
Right.
Pete Tong, the DJ, basically made an album with classical music playing like all these sort of like techno and rave records, like the Faithless Insomnia track and a bunch of other stuff with classical musicians. So you have like this really loud sort of like rave music with like strings and horns and stuff behind it, and it's actually really, really kind of cool. But yeah, so I'm just saying.
I am behind on all
That's
my
okay.
music, apparently. Behind on everything.
On your classical music, you're behind your classical music.
Yes.
Apparently.
So
That's how far
brings up-
behind I am.
that brings up an interesting.
Who's this new guy you're talking about, Mozart?
Yeah, has anybody read this thing? Mozart outsold everybody this year.
Yes.
The top selling artist of 2016 is Mozart.
And he's a sellout.
He also hired Skrillex.
Mozart is number one. Mozart is number
No.
one. Adele is
No.
number two, and Drake is number three. This is according to Billboard.
I think Skrillex would probably work with Beethoven, but Mozart would probably work with Mozart.
Mozart was the Bieber of his time.
Yeah, and I think Brahms would be cool method.
Yeah, Rob. If it's possible to stop turning your head, that might be a good idea.
Sorry, I'm gonna go in a minute anyway. Yeah, sorry, I'm breaking the
Nope.
podcast.
No, you're not breaking.
No, you're not breaking
the
the podcast.
podcast. Is so broken at this point.
Let me paraphrase that. Breaking it again.
It's
Okay.
It's the last show of 2016. It's a broken show at the end of a broken year. You can't do anything else.
The nice thing is that all these award shows don't occur until like February, right?
Oh God, no.
Or January.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so that's your timeline, Widge.
Oh, the pain, the pain.
Oh, the
There's a-
pain.
Yes.
Oh God.
You know what's great about the Grammys?
Tell me.
Nothing.
Nothing.
We all arrived at the same joke.
Yes.
Uh,
'Cause
I'd
it is
rather-
no joke.
They're so bad that I would rather actually sit and watch Celine Dion sitting next to Gilbert Gottfried. That's bad. The Grammys.
hasn't that already happened?
Oh, I hope not.
No, wait, that's the Junos.
Oh.
What?
We're not talking Canadian Music Awards. Okay, that's a little frightening.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob, for acknowledging.
I mean, how many awards can Gallagher win? Somebody to get it.
Oh no,
Although
the tragically
died.
hip's gonna win everything. So, he hasn't died yet.
Who, Bieber?
Okay.
Who hasn't died yet?
The guy from the Tragically Hip who has brain cancer.
Oh, well, never mind. That was a bad
Yeah.
taste in jokes.
Here, kids, if you have a Deadpool next for the year, put the guy from Tragically Hip on it. You'll get 1 point when the season starts in your Deadpool.
Wow.
Boy.
This went to a really dark place.
Yeah.
You know, when you think Christmas, I'm the first one you think of.
We think of what?
So, Rams coaching changes. Rob, go.
It's hockey season.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on for a second. Am I to understand that yodeling is the harbinger for sports talk?
Yeah.
Is that what just happened?
Rob, there's something
So
that'll make
confused.
that's something to make you happy, isn't it?
Sure. Oh, just talking to you three is nice.
Someone in that organization lost a job. Come on, that's worth
Yeah.
something.
I don't know if you heard about this. So on the local TV here, right, they announced that Jeff Fisher got fired. And
Yeah.
they had Kevin Demo, president of the Rams, on TV announcing the firing. Right, they played a clip of it. But the guys who put the wording on the bottom of the screen, right? You know how
Yeah.
they always put like your name, whatever. They put Kevin Demoff, Rams president, right? Then they put a / professional liar.
Wow.
And so then this gets, but it's on ESPN, right? And everybody's like, yeah, he lied. Good. It's really funny. So now it's hockey season. We're good.
I was thinking, when Fisher got fired, did you guys do like the parade Cleveland did? Was that
No,
oh my
No.
God, someone killed him? It's great.
it's kind of hey, that's a mess now. You go deal with it.
Here's the sad thing. It's the only one Los Angeles is going to have left because the Raiders are going to leave.
No, the Chargers are going. The Chargers have already put billboards in L.A. Already selling more tickets than the Rams for season tickets.
It's
next
weird.
year.
It's weird. The Raiders are finally, actually having a winning season, and they want to leave.
Yeah.
Where are they thinking they're going to go?
Oh, they're going.
Vegas.
They're going to Vegas.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but would the NFL allow that? I mean,
Here's the thing, John. John, here's where it gets interesting. So the Rams moved to St. Louis, moved from St. Louis to L.A., and they basically violated all of their charter agreements on moving a franchise. And they basically said, okay, the Rams can go to L.A. The guy who owns the Raiders is moving the Raiders to Vegas. The league goes, no, you didn't follow the established protocol for moving a team. And then the guy from the Raiders says, well, I'm following the same protocols and procedures that you did when you moved the Rams.
mm-hmm,
And if you try to stop me, I will sue you for antitrust.
mm-hmm.
And the NFL doesn't want to lose their antitrust status because they're a nonprofit. So,
Well, hold on. They actually aren't a nonprofit anymore.
oh, okay.
As of 2 years ago, and you know why, right? The reason why they aren't, and it's interesting because I work at a nonprofit.
They pay fewer taxes.
Or a not for profit is actually what they are. They're a not for profit, not a non-profit. But the reason why they did that is because if you are a not for profit, you legally anybody could walk up and say, show me your books. And the NFL didn't want to open their books to the union, which was asking for him.
Yeah.
Show us where all this money's going. And so instead of saying, yeah, here it is, and doing what they're supposed to do via the now we're in IRS talk.
Welcome to Tax Talk.
Hold on.
Hang on, folks. There's a Westworld connection in here somewhere. Keep going.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
It's gonna fucking blow your mind in like 5 minutes. Go, John.
Can I bring a little levity to the podcast?
Please.
Why would you start now?
Please.
So we're saying bye to 2016, right? And I
Yes.
just got a text from my better half, Alan Thicke.
Alan
Has died?
Thicke.
Yeah.
Holy
Wait.
shit.
I missed something. Who's out? Wait, what happened with Alan Thicke?
He wouldn't like his politics or his son's pop music, so
Wow.
Wait,
I completely
Stop.
missed something there. What
okay.
what
so
happened with Alan Thicke?
he's dead. He's 69. Wait,
What?
Yeah. So
No.
and he also does all these commercials for the IRS and their tax. So this actually does into what we're talking.
No, Alan Thicke isn't dead.
It was just in Levitard the other day. Wow.
I just saw him on a commercial. He is dead. at 69.
Oh my god.
John,
Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he's dead.
John, that might have been filmed.
Alan Thicke actually tweeted 5 hours ago. Oh my God, he literally tweeted 5 hours ago.
Can we
saying-
Can we please call this podcast Full House?
He says season 2 Fuller House looking good. I even like the ones I'm not in.
Yeah. I just wish they. Why couldn't have been Cameron?
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Why couldn't have, yeah.
Never mind.
You're trying to pick out the most offensive Growing Pains cast members.
Yes, I am.
That's yeah.
Wow. Alan Thicke.
What did he die of? Did it say? I guess I do have the internet. I guess I could look.
Do you want to know, John?
Lack of breath.
It
I'm
would
gonna
be.
I'm gonna look on the news source of the post-truth era.
It's it would be hilarious, but in poor taste if he was repossessed by the IRS.
Jesus. Ow.
Toughly, you're my hero. Thank you.
Or
man, he had a heart attack
yeah, it's just
while playing hockey with his 19-year-old son.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, this shit just
guess
got
we should
real.
have played golf.
Damn.
And
Well,
in
What happened here?
the sports, they're playing dodgeball at the NFL Pro Bowl.
Are they
we
really?
knew 2016 couldn't have been finished.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
Although with the Grammys, I wonder because they were the question of, album of the year and, how many nominations David Bowie actually did get and, the whole death thing. I wonder how they're going to handle this next year with Leonard Cohen. Because I think You Want It Darker wasn't eligible yet for this year. So that doesn't even come into the conversation until next year.
Hmm.
And there's the Leonard Cohen record, and there's the Tribe Called Quest record that both came out after eligibility. So I wonder if there's any effect there.
Hmm. Effect as in
I don't know.
trying to get revenge for 2016.
Trying to get revenge for 2016. Although the complaint about that, there was like one small corner of complaint about the nominations that Bowie did get because he died, which isn't necessarily the case, because if that were true, then Hit Run 2 would be all over the fucking nominations. And it's not even nominated once, which was the Prince record.
Yeah, there's that.
So I don't know. But it'll be interesting. The Quest record is good, and I'm really not a Leonard Cohen person, but I know Rob was saying that it was a really good record, so we'll have to see. But I think both of those weren't eligible yet, so we'll see how next year shakes up on that. So, Westworld, are we caught up? Because I binged.
No, but I can duck out for a few minutes if you need to.
John, are you watching this, or
Why would I watch Westworld? That's stupid.
I don't know.
Yes, of course I watched it.
Okay.
And
Do you want to discuss this? Do we want to kick Wedge out of the room for a minute to discuss?
I can do that.
Or shall we wait? Because here's the thing: we're going to have a year and a half to talk about this.
Yeah, I say we wait.
Okay. Because I kind of want Wedge in on this.
Yeah, I want to hear what Widge has to say.
Although I will springboard then to S.H.I.E.L.D. Did you see S.H.I.E.L.D. yet?
I have not watched the mid-season finale.
Okay.
I'm like way beyond. This is why we were doing Golden Globes earlier.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you the reason why I haven't watched Westworld is because I watched the first episode. Brian showed me the first episode, loved the first episode, and I was like, I don't know if I can handle my brain hurting this much for.
Oh, it's gonna hurt, Wedge.
I know.
It's gonna hurt.
So that's why I've been.
Because I've got to watch this damn thing again. I think I might have missed something, but I'm gonna go back and watch it again. But
Well, I don't want to say anything without, because it'll just
yeah.
taint his experience. So
Although I will say this, and this isn't a spoiler or anything, or for S.H.I.E.L.D. or Westworld, but knowing what's coming up is potentially
S.H.I.E.L.D. is all robots. No, go ahead.
the next arc on S.H.I.E.L.D. Do I trust the writers of S.H.I.E.L.D. to come up with a more compelling story about an AI gaining consciousness than either Person of Interest or Westworld, which, by the way, were written by the same person?
Oh, really?
Here, yeah, Jonathan Nolan. He's the guy behind Person of Interest.
Well, I never put that together.
Yeah, Jonathan Nolan was the guy behind Person of Interest.
Oh, Jonathan Nolan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I kind of knew that, but I didn't know that he did the writing.
He was one of the he was always on the writing staff. He came in and out, but he was always on the writing staff.
Huh. That's interesting. That's a good point.
But do I trust the writers of Shield to come up with a compelling story about an AI gaining consciousness?
The answer is no.
No, I don't. They picked the wrong year to come out with that story.
Yeah, I saw the second to last one, so I suspect I know what. With
Yeah,
a little bit of information
yeah.
about what's happening.
that's pretty much all I'm going to say on that one, and that doesn't spoil anything.
Well, and also knowing that without, having not seen it, I also know that, Ultron has to come back some way.
Yeah.
And
Although
Ultron
they
was a woman. Ultron was a woman for a period of time.
Yeah. Well, if Spader's not busy continuing to
Chew scenery on the blacklist.
scenery on the blacklist, which is the only thing that's worth that show being around for now.
I actually was happy when they supposedly killed off what's her nose.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, good. Now it's just more Spader.
Yeah, here's the thing about Blacklist. I really, it's a show you want to like because Spader is just really good in it. Except that you come to realize that Spader is the only good thing in it, and that's the only reason you're watching. And
well, the people around in Spader's circle, on the evil side, the good guys are just idiots.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the kind of the point of the show. The good guys have to be idiots for Spader to look as badass as he does. And because there's only so much badassery you can do walking around a room and talking to people. But
well, speaking of badassery, are we caught up on Walking Dead?
I'm caught up enough to engage in a conversation. Which
I did not watch the mid-season, so
really okay. So let me save this for you. And again, not spoilers. Filler. Somebody dies. Filler. Ooh, somebody at the end.
okay.
That's your finale.
You know what? I had anticipated that.
And that's pretty much how every finale goes. And Chris Hardwick is shocked.
Can I just say?
Yeah, sure he was.
No. Can I just say, I urge you to go find Fun Comfortable, his stand-up,
Yeah.
because holy shit, it is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
He's
really
really
good.
good. I saw.
Yeah,
I think I told you this. I mentioned this before. I saw him live in during the Oddball Comedy Fest. He
Oh,
was
nice.
Then yeah, it was. And sadly, it was shortly after his dad died. The reason why I was even in the area was because his dad had passed away. He lived down in Sarasota. But he was still very, very funny.
But,
This is just not too long ago.
But Walking Dead, I don't know. Does it feel like this season has almost been a complete waste of time? Does that do you feel like your time has been well spent watching what you've watched?
Watching Harry Dean, that's his name, right? Harry Dean.
Oh,
That's
James
Stanton.
Dean Morgan.
James Dean Morgan. Harry Dean Stanton, whatever, James Dean. Somebody Dean.
Harry Dean Stanton was great in The Walking Dead.
Listen, if Harry Dean Stanton was Negan, that would be fucking amazing. Okay,
That'd be a completely different.
let me just say, I completely endorse that, and I wish.
Although the Lucille beatdowns would be sort of less convincing, though, wouldn't it? I don't think The Walking Dead has the CG budget for that.
I love the fact you cut to somebody else's arms wielding Lucille, and
like some of the old Trauma stuff where you can
Cruz's
clearly
arm.
tell that it's somebody else's doing the blows. Yeah. In another room 7 months later.
that's great.
But watching him work has been worth it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he is excellent.
He personifies, even without only knowing what I read on Wikipedia about Negan. it is exactly what you would imagine him to be. I mean, I can't at this point, although I suppose it's like I don't know, Heath Ledger, I guess, being Joker. You can't, after seeing it, you really can't imagine anybody else doing it, right?
Although Harry Dean Stanton now that I think of
although
it.
Harry
Oh
Dean
my
Stanton,
God.
yes.
Now
Other
you're
than Harry
fucking
Dean
talking,
Stanton.
dude. Now you are fucking talking.
Well, I guess okay. So then, in this scenario,
Bring me my gun.
then
Make
we
that
got
shit happen.
Jack Nicholson first. That nobody then.
Oh God, I want that now. Why have you put that in my head?
Which when they do when they do this season in black and white, they'll just Harry Dean Stanton will do the voiceovers.
Oh God, I want it.
When they get to that, when they rerun it like for the 17th time in black and white, it'll be Harry Dean Stanton.
I need it. I can't even. Oh,
the only thing, and this doesn't spoil anything for the finale. Oh, wait, did you say you're at the? Neither of you are at the finale, right?
No, I'm well. I know well enough.
I don't know shit about shit. So it's normal for me.
It follows pretty much the same line as the comic in this case, but the thing that drove me nuts about the finale, and this has nothing to do with plot or anything like that, was the way they shot the damn final scene, which is, and it seems to be an ongoing thing in various shows. They started playing this music. It turned into sort of a music video, and they all just kind of stare at each other, and one looks at another knowingly and nods, and another person looks at the other person, looks and knowingly nods, and the person looks across the way and knowingly nods, and another person looks over here and smiles, and it's really just it was just ugh.
The Grey's Anatomy montage on The Walking Dead is a bit odd.
Yeah, the one time, honestly, the one time that worked was the first time they used it, and it was it was actually season 3, the prison arc,
Yeah,
where they brought in Clutches the Regulator,
yeah.
and because it was so unexpected, and the song was so dead on, I was like, okay, this is one of the few times when this actually really works. But for the most part, it don't work with a fucking shit.
Yeah, it was particularly awful this time, and it's weird because the rest of the show was directed well. I just don't get and that particular episode was directed really well. I don't get what benefit that had to anything. It's like, oh well, we have an extra 3 minutes we got to kill.
Well, it enables them to sell a Walking Dead soundtrack, which they do, or music featured in and inspired by yada yada yada. So I'm sure that's part of it.
Yada yada yada. They haven't played since like 1988, though.
I know, but they finally got enough to come back together and play, which
Coachella gave them money.
Yep.
They're going to play at Coachella because this is the constant threat of Coachella. Until the Smiths get back together, they're going to find every fucking 80s band you can barely remember.
No one is safe.
Oasis, you're next. Seriously.
Mark his words.
Yeah, when what's his nose, their bassist, said they were never going to get back together. I'm actually surprised they are back together. Yeah. So The Walking Dead. The season didn't. I guess it's not even the full season, right? We're only halfway through.
No, this is the halfway.
Yeah.
We just got this weird thing where we're going to wait now for 2 months. In a world where they just release everything all at once, we're going to wait 2 months for this season.
So what?
It was worth it just to watch that, and interestingly to watch the Daryl pieces, because even though I don't think he may have had like 2 lines of dialogue this entire half season, but his
they had to create an out for that motorcycle show somehow.
Yeah.
If you had voted on ways to do it, I personally
Spiral.
wouldn't have taken
Really
that path. Let's be tortured on television, but that's fine. Pet food theater. Not the route I would have taken, choosing out to go shoot a television show, another television show and a movie. But hey,
have you guys been watching Man in the High Castle?
no, but that came back already, right? So the
Yeah, season
episodes are
2
out?
was just-
Okay.
Was just released last week.
No, I binged Westworld, so I chose my poison. So I haven't gotten to that yet.
Grand Tour.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
I've seen the first.
I'm only through
3
the first 3 episodes. Yeah, myself.
I think it feels. Honestly, it's basically the other show with a different title. That's basically what it is.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's even they know it's the same show.
Well, they keep joking about it.
As much as it's legally possible for them to be doing the same show. Except that, at least in the episodes that I've seen, the hosts seem more engaged than they have in the last couple of series of old new Top Gear.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something.
Well, they seem to be having they cut out a lot of stuff and just seem to be doing all the fun bits.
Yeah, they seem to be they seem to do the do we have to review like regular cars? No.
Yes.
Do we have to do the news segments? Although I like the news segments, but they kind of go around the news segments now. So because there's no point in doing them if your show's not airing in a regularly current basis, or that you're making them for people to binge later. Then
Right,
there's no point to
exactly.
having the news segments, which is what the editors of US when the editors were editing the episodes for US consumption always knew. No, because when BBC America and Discovery were airing old new Top Gear, they would chop the news segments. Usually the news segments would get cut.
Well, and they also had to cut it. Well, obviously they had to cut something for time, and that would
They had to cut something for time, but
Yeah.
normally it was the news segments. And I think it was
Because as you just pointed out, it's no longer valid 6 months
Yeah.
later.
it was normally, if I remember correctly, in the early shows, it was normally the news segments in the cool wall, which is why actually in the last couple of years of old new Top Gear, see what I'm doing there, that they actually stopped doing cool wall because they knew it was going to get cut out of all the episode transmissions. They stopped doing it because it was a bit they didn't even want to bother with anymore because nobody was airing it. So, but it's interesting that the hosts seem more engaged. I mean, the films are still the films, so if you're good with them doing that, and they seem to be enjoying it, and it looks like they're not even going with the pretense of, oh, it's a motoring show. No, it's kind of is, but it isn't. So
It's a motoring entertainment show.
yeah. But I did like the what was it? The World of Tomorrow play where they kept getting killed. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah, the Edge of Tomorrow
Yeah,
Yes.
the Edge of Tomorrow one. Yeah,
was pretty brilliant.
yeah, that was
What was weird is that they kind of sort of announced it at the very beginning,
yeah,
and then it took me about 3 minutes in to go, oh, okay, I get the joke.
yeah, and the number of times James died, which kind of seems right.
The putting James in the car with the donuts. That
Yeah,
was fun. I laughed hilariously when the guy ran out of the car. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah, that was insane.
And then he goes, "Oh, thank you for coming back," or something along those lines.
but and apparently they have a really big budget, so it looks like they do. So
Yeah,
you see most of it.
Yeah, what was it that the bit with the actual Grand Tour where Richard had the 2 semis of tires
Yeah,
following them around?
yeah.
Um, yeah,
So-
that's fun.
But
No,
it-
that I'm actually enjoying it. I'm
but
It's a lot of fun.
it's a lot
It
of
is.
fun, and I'm hoping they can keep that up over the 3 years because that'll be nice if they can.
Is that,
and
is that what they have? They have a contract for 3 years.
They have 3 years. You get 3
Okay.
years of this. And honestly, I'm okay with this doing well because it takes the heat off Top Gear so that Top Gear can actually kind of move on and be good too. And that was the thing I was saying at the panel at DragonCon. It would be good if Grand Tour was also good and successful and people watched it so they would stop being mad at Top Gear. So that, if they are going to do something else with that show, that it does actually get a fair shake to do that without people being pissed because because the old people aren't on the show anymore.
Well,
and I also like the bits of local color that they bring in,
Yeah.
where like they had what was it, the guy in South Africa who had built the car from getting the measurements that he got off of a little model.
Yeah.
1/60th, 1/60th scale or something like that.
I'm like, okay, that's maniacal. I appreciate that. So, yeah, stuff like that is actually quite fun.
By the way, Jeremy Renner is dead. I didn't know if you guys knew that, but
What you're kidding, right?
yes, the first episode of Grand Tour,
that's because of the first episode. That's right.
where they killed off, what was it, Renner and was it Kate Blanchett they killed as well, and the lady from Countdown.
What was
Yeah,
it?
I'm assuming you have you've protected Kim from watching the first episode of.
No, I asked her about the guest appearance, and she kind of laughed, and she said, "Yeah, I knew about it."
Well, that apparently what I just learned is that episode was actually not the first episode. The first
Yeah.
episode was South Africa, but that's where they actually that's when they shot first because they knew everyone there.
Yeah.
So they wanted to get sort of back into the groove, I guess.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. They don't really shoot those the at least the studio bits in sequence. So
Which is weird because in the South Africa episode,
yeah,
they mentioned that they had killed Jeremy Renner, but did they really know that they had done that yet? I mean, obviously they didn't really do it. I don't think.
the studio bits are actually filmed later. I think that's in reference to where they actually film the films. I think because they filmed the tent stuff. They filmed the tent stuff later. So they do the tent stuff later.
But wait a minute. But the tents. Okay, but in this scenario, the tent stuff is still shot on location, though, right?
It's shot on the location. Yeah, I think they do the films. They do the films earlier, but then they come back to the same locations and film the tent stuff, the studio tent stuff later, if I understand that right.
All right. Well, sure.
Because Renner was killed in the California episode.
Right, which was the first episode.
Yeah, where they filmed the studio bit, but they filmed the studio bits later. So they filmed the studio bits in sequence.
Right, but he was killed in the studio bit.
Yeah, in California.
Right,
See,
which was shot after.
John,
Which
there's a
was shot
time
after-
difference. You're not taking into account the time difference.
Oh, okay.
John-
There's a different time zone. Okay.
John,
exactly.
John, the Grand Tour is occurring in 3 different time periods.
Oh.
Okay, that was a slightly terrifying reaction. I'm afraid of it.
Listen, Widget's memory of what's actually said on these things are not very well, so don't worry about it. It's
He's
fine.
drinking, so.
It's fine. It's fine.
What?
we got that
What?
in the favor.
What?
When people are listening to this in 2017, it's gonna blow their fucking mind.
Yep, absolutely.
So, Widge, want to go back to Golden Globes or?
We can. I didn't find the. What did I do with the list?
Well,
Last,
I've got a. I don't know where you were on your list. I've got a list, but we'll probably wind up.
I've gone through the acting. Let's see, where was I? So yes, okay. Best supporting actor, any motion picture. Mahershala Ali from Moonlight, which I mentioned before. Jeff Bridges for Hell or High Water.
This is drama, right?
This is well, any motion picture.
Okay.
The supporting category is all mashed together.
Okay.
It has men and women in it.
No. Just it's any motion picture. So
God, the
drama,
Hollywood
comedy,
Foreign Press are
music.
so forward thinking.
I know. Simon Helberg for Florence Foster Jenkins, Dev Patel for Lion, and Aaron Taylor Johnson for Nocturnal Animals.
I really don't understand the point of that film.
I barely know what it's about. What is it about? To not understand.
Apparently there's a kidnapping. Apparently there's kidnapping in Cologne.
Wait, there's a kidnapping in Cologne, the city, or there's kidnapping and Cologne, the scent?
Sure.
Or a guy named Cologne.
Not helpful.
He's a. Oh
What the
boy.
hell? So, all right. So that's that. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, best supporting actress, Viola Davis for Fences,
Which he's probably going to get.
probably. Naomi Harris for Moonlight, Nicole Kidman for Lion, Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures, which I still
What?
maintain.
Yeah.
Hasn't come out yet.
Well,
I
what
really
is
want
the-
to see that, though.
I just wish it had a better title, because
It is a horrible title.
It
Hidden
is.
Figures
What
says
do you-
nothing about the film. Okay,
What
wait.
are you gonna call it? Racism in NASA? I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, that was the working title. But no, it
The
comes
help
out.
will launch a rocket. That's so wrong. I'm sorry.
It does come out. It does come out Christmas Day. So technically, it is eligible.
Rocket help.
Rocket help.
Rocket help!
Wait, no. Then Pharrell will be sued by Elton John, and we don't need 2 copyright infringement suits from him. No.
What else was he sued for? Copyright infringement.
He was one of the co-writers of Blurred Lines,
Okay.
which
What happened with Blurred Lines?
Blurred Lines, the estate of Marvin Gaye sued the young Mr. Thick and Pharrell for basically lifting a Marvin Gaye song.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm not familiar enough with the song to know what it would have.
So Blurred Lines basically copies the Marvin Gaye song, and I'm forgetting which it's Got to Give It Up Part 2.
Okay.
Because it sounds exactly alike.
Hold on. I gotta look that up now. I got a job.
Okay.
There's probably a mashup.
While you're doing that, the final nominee for Best Supporting Actress is Michelle Williams for Manchester by the Sea. Best Director, Damien Chazelle for La La Land, Tom Ford for Nocturnal Animals, Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge, believe it or not, Barry Jenkins for Moonlight, and Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea.
So I have a thing about the I have a theory on the Mel Gibson nomination.
Tell me.
The Hollywood
It's-
Foreign Press loves
It's a
it.
Hollywood Foreign Press. They don't care.
They don't.
Yeah. I can't see him getting nominated, even though I would argue he probably should be. I can't see him getting nominated for an Oscar.
Well, the action scenes in the last the war scenes
Mhm.
and that film are freaking incredible.
Oh, it's yeah. So I take it you've seen it then.
I've seen the war bits, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. It was a very good film. I mean, it was really well done and surprisingly. Again, like I mentioned this the last time, that movie is only ruined by the very first credit you see at the end of the film,
Yeah.
which is directed by Mel Gibson. It's like, ugh.
And I don't know if that's I don't know if that's enough to get him over to get a nomination. It probably isn't, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if the film gets what recognition the film gets. I could see Garfield maybe getting a Best Actor nod, but I don't know if the film gets anything.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield deserves a nomination, but the unfortunate part is he's in a movie by Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it's entirely possible for people to get acting nods and the films get nothing. See also every other film Meryl Streep's been nominated for. Come on, it's true.
Let's see. Okay, I got Marvin Gaye versus Robin Thicke here. Let's see what we got. Nope, gotta unmute it.
Okay, so that's Blurred Lines.
Okay. There's only a minute 26, so it's probably gonna.
Thank God. That's Marvin Gaye.
Ah. Okay. I can see what they're saying now.
Yeah. So joke from 3 minutes ago explained.
There we go.
I feel better.
I'm glad we've all gotten that put to rest.
Boy, good ball.
Best animated film. What do we got there?
Let's see. Not Trolls, thank God. Kubo and the Two. What?
No, go ahead. We'll get to song in a minute.
Oh God. Kubo and the Two Strings, Mona, My Life as a Zucchini, Sing, and Zootopia.
I wish Kubo would win, but it's not going to.
What do you think will win?
Well, Dory's not even nominated, so that would have been the obvious pick. But
Zootopia did the most money, as far as I know.
I would think it's either going to be one of the two Disney films.
Zootopia or Mona?
Yeah,
Moana or whatever.
And I think it's probably going to be because Moana has the.
Is it Mohana?
Yeah, Moana has the.
There's no H in it.
It's
Moana.
I don't know.
All right, hold on. I got a job to do.
Whatever. It's got the Lin-Manuel bump to it, so it could possibly get that. I could see it taking it over Zootopia, which of the two, Zootopia is the better movie, but in a perfect world, Kubo would actually win, but it's not going to happen because not enough people saw the movie. God.
No, I was just gonna say the Drunk History with Lin-Manuel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it.
No, we've been trying to, and it hasn't come up yet. Is it good?
Yeah. Especially because he gets a call in the middle of it, so it's you kind of have like a surprise cameo.
Good deal. I'll try to pull that up. I'm in between television services, which we can talk about after this.
Oh, okay.
Let's see this here.
Moana.
What?
Moana? Okay.
This is what it says.
Moana.
Moana.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
All right,
We were
hold on.
both wrong.
It's good. It's good that we were both wrong.
Moana.
Is it really?
No one can feel superiority over the other, and we were both incorrect.
Well, now
It's just like losing Jeopardy.
It's
There was
The
no
domestic-
shame in losing Jeopardy because two of you did.
Too soon. Oh wait, it's a different guy, different Canadian that died. Never mind.
Yes, different. Yes.
Moana.
Although
done-
apparently he
Yeah,
didn't.
it's
figure out the
Moana.
facts. Although
Yeah, Moana.
Moana. 145 million domestic, 241 million total worldwide.
I'm actually surprised Dory isn't nominated. My Life as a Zucchini was, though. What does that mean?
well,
Uh,
also Sausage Party wasn't, so that's at least a good thing.
Well,
There's-
hilariously,
The Hollywood Foreign Press would actually have nominated that film.
well, unless something has changed to a great extent, that had a really high Rotten Tomatoes rating.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean the Sausage Party?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard that it is very hilarious and very inappropriate.
yes.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Hilarious and
But
inappropriate.
how is it that Sing is nominated for Best Animated Motion Picture? Again, I haven't seen it. I'm actually a little surprised that it's on this list, seeing how I don't even know that it's been released yet.
Animals,
maybe-
karaoke, pop songs.
Well, but bear in mind that what happens is they send screeners out, or they have special screenings available for the people who are nominating
Yeah,
if they're eligible for this year, so they can see it.
It just, I mean, other than the fact that you have to see it, Widge, because Idris Elba's in it,
Don't remind me.
I don't understand who that
The millions upon millions of people who watch
why,
X
but why
Factor.
a critic would like it though. I don't know. Maybe it's really heartfelt and sweet and everything else and yada yada yada, but it just doesn't seem like it will be.
it's about the overriding power of music to cheer people up, John. In a dark, depressing time,
I feel like I want to sing now.
it's a complete work of fiction. Completely.
And I still haven't seen Moana.
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 Kubo though probably should.
John,
be,
John, just visualize your smooth jazz voice
Moana.
and then say it. There you go.
I just don't know. I just can't. I don't know where to go see My Life as a Zucchini. Really, is what the problem is. That's really what I'm upset about right now. Now let me ask you this:
We can't come up with an obvious joke fast enough here.
No. The problem is there are about 14 of which, and they all just locked in my head all at
Yeah.
once.
Best motion picture foreign language. How is it that the foreign press is got a category called that? Isn't everything a foreign language to them?
Well, everything that isn't English, they have to have a category for non-English films.
Right.
Yeah,
but
you xenophobe.
technically, they are already a foreign press, right?
Well, yeah, but they're the foreign press who
Wouldn't that be just best motion picture, one of our languages?
Well, no, because they're actually singling out one category to be, oh yeah, this is everyone else. But Hollywood, oh, that's all the categories.
Best television series in a drama. Has anybody watched The Crown?
Not yet. It's on my list.
It's really good.
Yeah, I've heard it's supposed to be quite good, but not yet.
And I'm wondering, are they going to do the same cast for the 6 years? Because it's supposed to be a 6-year thing. So is it supposed to be the same cast, just an aging makeup over the 6 years?
I think that's what it is.
They're jumping
I don't
around.
know how they're going to do that.
Well, they're jumping around in the time period, so it may not be linear, which might be interesting. But I was curious.
She's a little too attractive to be putting in makeup. I don't know that she'll age.
That would be the question.
So sexist.
I know. Hey, it's the new norm.
Hey,
Norm.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying.
But
I'm not
also in that
disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Also in that category is Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, This Is Us, and Westworld. So the only traditional television show on there.
It's the shitty one.
I actually like This Is Us, but
That is emotional manipulation 101.
it is very much so.
It is lots and lots of emotional manipulation and a twist every episode. And that's it. And the twist is the only thing. They wring it out until they get to the twist. And you're smiling because I know that's exactly how every episode plays out.
It is. Do you watch it?
I've seen a couple of episodes. I saw the first episode because everybody said it was a good thing, and I watched it. And then I watched the second one, and then I realized, oh wait, they just did the same thing.
It's a nice. First of all, it's a nice premise. The premise is really. I thought.
Oh no, I like the premise, and I like the fact that they kind of.
Because I certainly didn't see it coming.
The twist until you get to the twist of like, oh, that's nonlinear. Oh, okay.
But we've had another show that's done this so much better.
I know. I know. I hadn't even seen the other show yet. So I was sort of like, oh, okay, so it's nonlinear. And then I kept watching and I'm like, but they're not really doing anything.
They're just being people.
They're just being.
It's the Parenthood replacement.
But Parenthood was more interesting than this.
Well, fair enough. I like This Is Us. I think it's a very. Me and my wife watch it together, and
it's a good couple show. It is a good couple show. I can see that working as a good couple show.
But it's certainly. But what's interesting though, it is the only show that is a traditional network show on this list.
And I don't really know what that says, or if that says anything about network television, because the Emmys are so much network pat on the back, but I mean, is American Crime on the list, or is that later in the?
That's not on here.
Okay,
unless it's under comedy.
Yeah, but like American Crime would be like the only sort of edgy network thing I've seen. And that's kind of something, but
there it is. It's under limited series.
Limited series, which limited series that comes back every year.
Right. Yeah, I've never understood how they get away with that. Because the first time I saw that was American Horror Story, which I can kind of get in that it's a separate story each time.
Well, American Crime is a separate story each time as well, and it also employs the also American Horror Story thing of many of the same actors appear from season to season as different characters. So it has kind of the same loop. So that's as long as there aren't any recurring elements other than the actors playing them, it counts, I guess, as a limited series. In the same way that Sherlock and Luther count as limited series every single year, even though there are returning elements in each series of that. So it's a good show, and it's not on 24 episodes. So there you go. That's a limited series. Stop asking us questions.
Sorry.
Also in that category is The Dresser, The Night Manager, The Night Of, which was really good. And The People vs. O.J. Simpson, which also an American Crime Story.
OJ's probably going to win. Night Manager probably should.
You know what? I couldn't get into Night Manager.
Really?
I watched the first episode and I was just like, I don't know. I didn't have a
warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah, the pacing of it seemed maybe too slow for me, I guess.
Yeah, it picks up, but yeah, I can see what it's got kind of that British television sort of pretension about it, where it's basically quality British television is stuck on every screen of that. And if you can get past that and realize exactly how horrible Hugh Laurie is being in this, how gloriously horrible he's being in this, and it kind of washes that away, because it's great to see him be so awful.
outside of House.
Well, no, in House it was different because you always knew no matter how awful he got, it was supposed to be, oh, but he's really doing the good work and blah blah blah. This has no pretense of that. This is, oh my God, holy fuck, this guy's awful. And it looked like even he enjoyed playing that. So, because that was, I mean, outside of the comedy stuff he did with Little Fry and Laurie, that's basically what he did on British television. He was the bad guy.
Well, and Jeeves and Wooster.
And Jeeves and Wooster. But he was essentially the bad guy on everything else. And I think he liked playing that again and just being completely evil, which is great.
Now, has anyone seen Chance yet?
I saw a couple of episodes of that, and I'm not sure how I feel about that show yet.
Okay.
And again, it's one of those things where it's kind of an arc that kind of goes through the episodes. So I haven't watched all of them yet. So it's one of those where it's too early to tell how the arc's going to play out. The performances are good. I just can't say if the story is interesting yet. Although I know is this Amazon? That's Amazon, isn't it?
It's Hulu.
It's Hulu. Okay. I know that's getting a second series at least. So, I'm because it's one of those things where I'm hesitant to kind of get into a show where I know there's not going to be a second season.
Right.
Where it feels like you get to the thing and, oh, it's a cliffhanger and they're never getting back to it because I've been burned by this thing so many times, HBO. Sure, now you keep your shows.
Nice.
Oh, we're not going to cancel anything except for all of this shit Mike was watching and they did cliffhangers for.
I sense some bitterness, John.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't sense. Oh wait, there it is.
Yeah.
Now I taste it.
Yeah. See, also, if you guys, I think we did it on this very show years ago, the Deadwood conversation, but Deadwood Carnival.
Deadwood, you mean?
Yeah.
I never did see season 3 of that.
But no, I think they did it. They did a somewhat of an ending on Deadwood, but Carnival was a cliffhanger. Literally, it was. They ended that with the intention of solving it in the next season, and there was no next season.
It was literally a cliffhanger. They fell off of a cliff and were just hanging on.
HBO.
John Lithgow was there. That's how much of a cliffhanger it was.
Was Sylvester Stallone trying to save them?
And HBO just literally dropped the show off a cliff.
They actually played the Stallone cliffhanger immediately after the last episode.
Yeah, I in fact, you know what? I don't even think I finished season 2 of that.
Yeah.
Because I waited 9 episodes for it to start, and it never did. So I think I kind of gave up. But that first season was awesome.
Yeah.
Well.
So television. Television category.
Where else? Or where are we at?
I think we were complaining about limited series.
Yeah, limited series. Let's see.
Yes,
You got best actor in a television series there, Widge?
Yeah, hang on. It is. Now, we didn't talk about best television series, comedy or musical.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta.
Okay.
Blackish.
Okay.
Mozart in the Jungle. Transparent and Veep.
Now, I've never watched Transparent, though I've wanted to. I have yet to watch Atlanta, though I've wanted to. I have watched Mozart in the Jungle, and it's okay.
I don't get Mozart in the Jungle.
It's just okay.
I don't think it's funny.
No,
it's more of a drama.
It's got music in it. Therefore it's a musical.
It's a musical. Okay.
Yeah, it's more of a drama. It's not. and it's not terribly compelling. It's a nice waste of 30 minutes, but
And Transparent is good. I just don't think it's funny.
yeah.
I don't see why that's a comedy either. I
Part of my problem is that I don't like a lot of dysfunctional family comedies because I'm like, well, I have experienced some dysfunction. It's not that fucking funny.
well, here's the thing
and-
though. Here's the thing though. The dysfunctional comedies, Transparent is not. I don't find Transparent particularly funny in a way where Arrested Development just went way over the top. So that kind of makes it funny.
Yeah.
Or
Married with Children
yeah,
was
Where-
so outlandish.
or it was just way over the top. But like Modern Family just feels like very formula and very not funny. It's kind of like Everybody Has a Wacky Neighbor, and that kind of a thing I don't get. Blackish, there are a bunch of episodes of Blackish that I like, but a series as a whole I'm not sure of, because again it's a network, it's a broadcast comedy, and it's kind of hard to, because there's a formula that's going to kick in, and does. But Blackish I find is really funny too. Certain episodes.
But
It's
probably the funniest thing. Well, I haven't seen it again. I haven't seen Atlanta, so I'm not sure if it's a comedy or not.
Atlanta's more of a drama too. I like it. I've seen a couple of episodes and it's really good. And Donald Glover, I don't know what the hell he's on, but shit, man. That dude.
He's your new Lando Calrissian.
That dude. He's busy. Damn it.
He's also in the freaking. Oh, we haven't talked about this. The freaking Homecoming trailer. He's in
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah, he's got
Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah, we need to talk about that.
He's got that, and he's got the. Has anybody heard that record?
Not
The
yet.
the Childish Gambino record. Oh my god, that's good.
I have not.
That is a really good record. It's like it's like a really good funk soul record, and he doesn't rap once on it, which is surprising. He's singing. It's really good. It's really interesting, and he really likes his Prince.
To finish out that category real quick, Veep is probably, it has to win that category, right? I don't know if you guys are watching Veep, but that is just the freaking.
And that's the
Sadly,
better.
it's now more fact than fiction, but
Yeah, we've crossed over into reality television on that one. But I think the interesting trick is that they switched the showrunners.
Yeah, okay.
They switched the showrunners because the guy I always screw up his name. He did Thick of It.
I have no idea.
It's him. So it's the same guy that created Thick of It, also kind of co-created Veep, and he's been
Wait,
And
it's
again, too soon.
shit. It's
Oh, not Alan Thick of It. Okay, never mind.
oh god. He's been on plenty of panel shows. I should fucking know.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
But it's the same guy.
Stephen Fry.
It's the same
No.
guy. It's the same guy who does the improvisational stuff, and they changed it, and it's the guy. It's now one of the producers that used to be on Seinfeld.
Armando Iannucci.
Yeah, yeah. He was the original showrunner, and he left after the end of last year.
Oh,
Hmm.
So they switched main showrunners, and so it's interesting how they can, and they kind of pulled a switch on the show. It kind of feels like it's a different format. It's less improvisational, a bit more scripted, but it's cool that they were able to pull that off, and you can barely notice.
yeah, and I think it's one of the funniest things on television.
Yeah.
Probably the funniest thing on television. Sadly, the funniest thing on television. So, Spider-Man: Homecoming, though.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that noise.
I'm not okay with the dude dropping the Death Star Lego after it's been put together, but you know.
Sometimes you gotta break it to see how it works.
Yeah, I mean, at least it looks like they've finally figured out this character. Now, mind you, I didn't mind the first Superman, Superman, or this first Superman, really. First Spider-Man, way back in, I don't know, when was that? 1930? I don't know, when was that?
It was the serials. It was the 12-part Spider-Man action serial. They ran it before Gone with the Wind.
But it's nice that they have a guy that actually looks like he might be, even though I'm not sure how old he is.
He's 20.
Yeah, okay, but he looks like he is 15 or 16.
Oh yeah.
Which is nice, and it looks like he's kind of figured out the whole awkwardness, not just being, hey, I can suddenly, do stuff.
Well, I read something that he had gone undercover in a high school to basically get,
Is that his excuse?
Oh God!
I was undercover. I don't know. She looked 18.
Oh Jesus!
But I did notice. Widge, did you ever read Ultimate? You didn't.
Yes, I mean, I read. Up until Carnage, and then I was like, "Oh."
Okay, so yeah, you didn't get the Miles, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so it looks like the kid that's actually Peter's friend in the trailer is actually Miles Morales. I believe they've grabbed the character that's Miles Morales' sidekick in the Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah, which I don't have a problem with, because I think that kid's great, or what I've seen of him. And I think it's interesting that they have somebody else that they've kind of weaved in, that somebody else actually knows that Peter's Spidey early on, which kind of seems okay. I'm okay with that too, because there's a lot of play you can do with that. But yeah, I did notice that. But yeah, the Downey cameo is the Downey bits are what you expect the Downey bits to be.
Yep.
How much do you think he got paid for that gig? I mean, I gotta imagine he's probably in it for all of like maybe 15 minutes. How much do you think he got paid for that? A substantial amount, right?
Probably, because he's not on the per appearance contract now. He's just on the back the truck up and then I'll show up. Which he himself has admitted to. I back the money truck up and I will show up. That is how it works with Marvel now.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't even know how much he was paid. And the beauty of it is Sony's actually paying for the appearance, not Marvel.
That's true
so
too.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see Michael Keaton as the villain again.
Oh, he looked intense in that, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I would urge anyone who listens
the other
to this,
Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would urge anyone who has not seen Pacific Heights to go back and watch that, because holy shit, that was intense. That's the one where I was sitting there going, "Oh my God, that's Mr. Mom beating the shit out of that guy."
Mr. Mom, no.
I was fine with it actually, but it was just like, wow, that is intense. Well done.
But yeah, that looks good, and he's flying from the roof of the Marriott. So
Oh yeah, that is pretty awesome. So I don't know. It must have been posted like 16 times on Dragon Con's Facebook group.
Yeah, I mentioned they ought to get that checked, because you never know, that leads to like ants and raccoons up there, maybe spiders.
Would you guys like to explain for people who maybe have never seen the Marriott?
It's a weird,
Well, you
it's a
have
weird
seen
ass
the Mar-
looking building.
You have seen the Marriott in like 16 different films.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Have you seen Hunger Games? You've seen the Marriott. Have you
So when you tourists, when you come to Atlanta, come to the Marriott and then look up. That is basically the explanation.
and then try not to vomit.
Just walk into the lobby of the Marriott, maybe go up a couple of levels, look up.
Ugh.
Then you'll go, oh, I've seen that before. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you have.
So I mean,
Several times.
Several times. It's also like the Starbucks. That one guy gets the headshot in Walking Dead. That's the feeling you're going to have. Oh, that's what that is. That was really the whole part of because I read the comics, that was the whole joy in the first season of The Walking Dead. Basically the Atlanta bits where you went, oh yeah, I know where that I know where those zombies got killed. Yeah. At that coffee shop. We were stuck in traffic right there. Yeah.
Waiting for them to get done.
well, no, that wasn't even waiting for them to get
I
done.
wasn't
That was
waiting
just
for them to
Atlanta
get done, Wedge.
traffic. That was just Atlanta traffic.
Oh,
was-
right.
There were a couple of Braves games involved where I just wish, I think a zombie apocalypse could occur right now.
Weirdly, traffic moves a lot faster when they're shooting downtown.
Yeah, apparently. When you have a tank and there's a zombie apocalypse, why not? It gets the trucks moving.
Barely.
It's all okay. You say that now, wait till spring.
What's happening in spring?
Oh, you don't want to know. You really don't want to see it coming.
Okay.
Hockey season.
It's
Okay.
yeah. Wabbit season.
Duck season.
Feel better already. But I don't know why. Oh, God. All right, well, we should probably mosey towards recommendations since we have moseyed through everything else, pretty much, I think.
By the way, Donald Glover was nominated for a Best Performance by an Actor.
Good, because he's really good in that show.
And so was the freaking conductor for Mozart in the Jungle. Again, he's fine, but it's not really that great of a show. Anyway, it's a good show.
But top selling artist of the year. So there you go.
Well, we got to take our good news where we can get it.
It all comes back to that. That's how we're ending this incredible shithole of a year. Strong finish. All
So
right.
recommendations, right?
So recommendations.
Yeah, go Tuffley.
I'll go. So real quick, some of the gigantic list of favorite albums of the year. If you don't have Black Star, by all means, please go get it. It's pretty fucking incredible. I will say Savage's Choose Life, because after Bowie, you're going to need something incredibly loud to blow that out of your mind. So Savage's, and then I'll probably I will actually go with Rob's not here, so I can't say this Sturgill Simpson record because that would just annoy him. But get that one too. But I'll go with the Frank Ocean record because it's kind of mellow, and you may need that after the Savages record. Trust me, in about 2 weeks, I've got a huge list of like 30 songs or so that I'm going to have to post somewhere. But 3 of those will do it for you. Comics, best one I read this year was Phonogram, The Immaterial Girl, which is the third and probably final volume of Phonogram. So it's out in a collected form now, so you can get that. If you wait a bit longer into next year, you can get all 3 of them in a hardcover that's coming out, which you can also pre-order. So you can check that out. And the first series will be colored in the hardback. So that's a reason to check that out. Favorite game of the year, I will say Forza Horizon 3, because I've been playing the hell out of it since I had it, and It is literally an RPG with cars. It's exactly what that is. What you imagine it is. It's fun. It's basically the Grand Tour or Top Gear as a game, and you just basically get to cock about with cars. It's fun. And let's see, that TV show. I will say, if you can find a way to watch Westworld, watch that. That was pretty cool. Watch it a couple of times, because even though it was pretty cool, you probably missed something, so you'll have to go back and watch it again.
When you thought it was slow, little did you know.
Yeah. In your spare time, you can check out the last season of Person of Interest, because a lot of people missed it because CBS burned it.
Yeah, I missed it.
But it's really fantastic, and even if you fell asleep during the AI war of the last 2 seasons, it kind of all comes together, and the pacing's really good, and you kind of pick up ground that you may have lost by missing the last year and a half. But check that out when you get a chance. And I would say probably season 5. And again, Person of Interest was the smartest show CBS ever put on, and I still can't figure out how they got away with it for as long as they did.
But they have Scorpion on there.
I know.
So
you
can't be right.
I can't be right. Hawaii Five-0. Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods is the smartest thing they've ever done. Oh, never mind. I can't even say that. That's Set the Boy Free from Johnny Marr, which is the autobiography that just came out. I enjoyed that. That was fun. It was a good read. So go get that. Ding.
Cool. Thank you, Tough Late. John, what do you got?
Man, I don't know how I can follow Toughly's thing. I will second his recommendation for the best show of the year being Westworld. Go check that out.
Several times.
Although, I guess it's because it's so fresh in my mind that it is. I mean, you could make an argument that Game of Thrones last season was the last season they just did was good too, but was that in 2000? I don't know. It's so hard to remember.
It was actually 2006. Some of that was actually 2016. Yes.
Okay. Well, but of course, you're going to watch Game of Thrones. Maybe you wouldn't watch Westworld. So go watch Westworld. Let's see what else. I don't know. All my music is really old apparently, because I don't have Justin Bieber anywhere on my phone, or on any of my spin lists. So I can't make a recommendation on music. I can make a recommendation on snagless 10-foot 5-pack multicolored Cat 6 cables.
John, can I recommend music for you that you might like?
Sure.
There is a band called King, and it's KYNG.
Okay.
And it's very heavy. It's a bit melodic. It's kind of Queens of the Stone-ish.
Okay,
And I think you might. It's called Breathe in the Water.
Okay.
And it came out not too long ago, but it's pretty good. I think you might like that.
All right.
Sorry, never mind.
No, good. No, thank you, because now I can go listen to it. Let's see. I'll just go with the best animated film of the year for me was Korra. Of course, I haven't seen Moana, so I can't make a judgment there. My daughter says it was really good. She went without all of us, because she's a teenager now. She gets to do those things. Legend of Korra is actually now available, by the way. The complete series is now available on Blu-ray, and I suppose DVD. Why wouldn't it be? We picked it up. I'm hoping that we picked up the Blu-ray. Did she do that right? God, I hope she did. Because there is a DVD version, actually, as I look at it. Yeah, so Legend of Korra, really, really good. I wasn't a big fan of Airbender or Avatar, whatever, or even the film, by the way, of Avatar. Either Avatars, really. But Legend of Korra was actually, I thought was actually slightly better in my opinion. But I don't know, maybe it's because I like the animation a little more.
And for the folks who don't know, if you've seen the Voltron show on Netflix, it's the same people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's the same writers, same animation folks, same team. So that team did the Voltron series that's on Netflix.
There you go, which was pretty good as well. So, I guess that's all. I mean, when I'm doing my Christmas shopping, because really, in January you should be doing your Christmas shopping.
In January 2018,
I love to go to needcoffee.com/Amazon/ is it Christmas yet? / no, it isn't. And buy all of my fine goods there, and destroy the economy that is around us of actual brick and mortar. Yeah, that's what I love to do.
By the way, if people go to the Amazon Go store, does Need Coffee get kickbacks from that?
Oh yeah,
too?
that's a good question.
I have no idea. I don't know how that works yet.
Because in the name of Need Coffee, I could, I wouldn't mind walking into a store and just walking out with something.
Walking out with stuff that is
You mean doing it legitimately this time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
not some sort of Jane's Addiction type of.
Oh, is that kind of
walking out?
Oh, that's a
Actually, that would be awesome. You should walk in blaring. Was it what the hell's the name of the Jane's Addiction show?
Been Caught Stealing.
Been Caught Stealing. Thank you. I want to say Gone Shoplifting. No, that's the video game they made of it.
The Smiths song is "Shoplifters of the World Unite."
Okay.
So you were close.
So just go in there blaring that, walking in, walking out every single time. It actually literally stuffs stuff under your shirt for no good reason whatsoever.
No, I'm paying for this. My card's being charged. See, my card is being charged. I'm just weird.
Yeah, so needcoffee.com/Amazon/ Ben Caught Stealing.
There you go. And I actually think it would be great if you could go into the Amazon Go store and just everyone legitimately purchase Ben Caught Stealing. Which was that Ritual de lo Habitual? Is that where that was?
Yeah. That's the album.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks, John. And John is correct. If you go to needcoffee.com/Amazon, then you can find whatever you purchase, whether it's for 2018 Valentine's Day or 2017 Arbor Day, whatever it is, we get kickbacks and we appreciate it. I don't have enough shit processed for me to be able to say what my favorites of the year were. Yeah,
I don't know. Really toughly just put us on a spot right there.
I know he just completely blew us out of the water there.
I didn't. Here's the thing. I'm gonna have to put this randomizer thing together in like a week, and that's on my brain. So sorry.
Anyway, no, it's all right.
I was trying to be useful, Widge.
He learned it from you.
I learned it from watching you.
Well, really, I didn't. But
no, I don't. Nobody learned trying to be useful from watching me. That's for damn sure.
If it helps you sleep at night, which I know you don't. If it helps you sleep at night, then yes. But really, no.
Oh, I can recommend Dreamwater. I'll recommend Dreamwater as well. Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck is Dreamwater?
It's basically melatonin and some other crap that will calm you and make you sleep through the night.
I was going to say, was that the pond that they used in Batman vs Superman? No, okay.
Or is that what they've been calling the water from the well in Alexandria?
No, that's just stupid juice.
Hey, has anyone? Everyone keeps referring to 2016 as a dumpster fire, but has anybody checked to see if Glenn's under there?
Part of him is.
I'm just saying.
His eye was underneath there.
A part of his heart will always be under a dumpster.
Because his heart will go on.
Yeah, either
Oh, wait.
near or far.
Has
Which are
somebody?
all the locations where the rest of his body are.
Wait,
Go on.
has,
That'd be the perfect Grover lesson. Near. Oh, it's horrible. I feel so filthy.
that's how we end the year. It's a slow-mo montage of Glenn's head being bashed in to the tune of "My Heart Will Go On."
That's been done. That has been done. You don't understand. Brian has showed me it's a whole series of things where they say this song makes everything better.
Yes,
and they just do it.
I've been in the same house and I've seen those videos. So
it's just not right. It's not right. Oy. So for my recommendations, a couple quick things. First of all, the Mad Max Fury Road Black and Chrome is out. It's available by itself with Fury Road and also on the High Octane collection. I do not own it yet. However, I have seen, I guess, a mock-up of what it's supposed to be, and
it looks insane.
It looks bloody insane, and I need it in my life. So there's that. Also, the collector's edition of Dreamscape is going to come out while we're on hiatus. So, 80s sci-fi weird fantasy shit, I can be a sucker for that. So I recommend that. Also, and I think this probably came up previously, but the Pink Floyd The Early Years is a pretty nice 2-disc set, in that it's got not only the stuff that's been released, like Arnold Lane, CMLE Play. It's got new mixes of stuff like Matilda Mother. So it's got a lot of Piper at the Gates of Dawn stuff on it. But it's also got live version of Adam Hart and Mother. It's got some BBC sessions. It's also got some like Interstellar Overdrive Live, which sounds fantastic. So that's a 2 CD set. If you are into Floyd at all, you need that, and I highly recommend it. And I did not know that Careful with That Axe, Eugene had a single version.
Yeah.
Of all the songs that you go, oh, I bet that wasn't. Oh, it was. Oh. So.
Real quick, I was curious because I read this and I was going to ask that you were talking about Dreamscape. Your thoughts that they have put the brakes on the Buckaroo Banzai TV show?
Considering that it's been on and off and mostly off forever, I mean, it's hard to get worked up about it, because it's just one of those things you go, I don't think this is ever going to happen. So, and I'm also afraid of it because considering that you've got the novel, the non-novelization,
yeah,
which is so good, if you can't at least match that, then just don't. And by the way, if you, I've mentioned this before, but if you have not gotten the Buckaroo Banzai novelization, which is not really the movie, it has so much more going for it, then please do, because you need it. You need it in your life. You just do. Trust me.
So bonus recommendation.
Bonus recommendation.
Bonus unreleased recommendation.
But bonus warning, I suppose. But yeah, so there you go. Well, holy shit.
So it ends on us, huh?
Well, we knew it would come down to this. Somehow in our heart of hearts, we knew that it was just going to come down to this. And I think as we end another year of Weekend Justice Madness, I think it's only appropriate that we say the only real thing that can be said at this point as we stare over the wreckage of many, many hours of this, which is simply fuck 2016.
Oh, I concur. Fuck 2016.
Sure. Fuck 2016.
You say that so flippantly.
Grab
say that-
2016 by the. Oh, never mind.
You say that with the air of somebody goes, this isn't going to make a bit of difference. Yeah, fuck it.
Sure. Fuck
Why
it
not?
all.
Why not? This means nothing.
We could preemptively fuck 2017. It doesn't change anything.
Oh.
It's the Twilight Zone we've created.
I think that's probably the nicest thing that could be said about it, really.
It's the Twilight Zone home game. That's what it is. I posted, I posted that image of like Serling a couple of weeks ago. What was that? We won't explain the night. We won't stop the nightmare. We'll only explain it.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much that.
It's so very true. So very true.
Thank you, Rod.
For preparing us for what was to come. Kind of. Just kind of. I'm so glad I drank that beer.
I'm glad I drank these 3 beers.
I didn't drink. I didn't get the memo on the drinking.
Well, you were our designated podcaster tonight.
Oh, okay.
It's so true.
Well, I did watch Arrival recently, so maybe I shouldn't have been operating heavy machinery. So
This podcast isn't very heavy, so no worries.
it's a non-linear podcast. You could listen to any portion of it.
Yeah, that's
With
the
any other
twist.
portion of it.
That's the absolute twist.
And this podcast takes place in a Timecast. I've invented something there. Me and Adam Curry.
John, I'm not sure what's happening. Do you know what's happening?
Nope.
That's okay. In the second time period, you will.
Oh God, that sounds like a threat. Oh yeah. All right.
Okay, guys.
Well, we should probably run away. I know I will talk to you both, but have a lovely third Halloween.
You too. You
too.
too, sir.
I will do my best. All right.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right, well, I guess that's it.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Bye.
it. It's
Go
just
away.
time.
Go away.
All right.
Wait, where's the button?
I don't know.
This other machine needs to wake up so I can get out of here.
That's the wrong button.